In this video I'm going to introduce you to the Makita Cordless 18-volt jigsaw. Stay tuned to find out its basic functions and what it can do. One of the reasons I recently purchased this jigsaw is to replace my old one. My old one of 20-25 years that I borrowed from my neighbour, and well, David, you can have it back now, thanks a lot buddy. The main reason for me changing this is that it's corded and it doesn't cut straight. It's a jigsaw that don't cut straight, you would say. What I mean by it doesn't cut straight is, as you're cutting the line down where you're going, instead of it cutting straight down the wood, it cuts at an angle. So it's a fault with this machine that I've never been able to overcome. So on to the Makita. So much more lighter. Obviously there's no cable, so it's a lot more manoeuvrable. You can do big, sweepy or even tight turns without having to worry about electric cables getting in the way. Even with the battery on the back, that just feels really ergonomic, weighted and balanced extremely well. One of my favourite features, which I got introduced with this jigsaw, is the quick release blade. Now this is the bare unit that comes in the box, but it does come with a blade. And simply, you just line it up into position and just push it in and it locks in. To change the blade or to replace it, really it's quick and simple. Just turn the catch and there you go. And it locks open as well, which is great, so you don't have to keep unlocking and locking it. It's all completely automatic. On the top you have your on-off button, you have a locking switch button, so if you're using it upside down or if you're doing big long jobs and you don't want to keep your finger on the trigger the whole time, just helps your fingers a little bit. There is a speed dial on the rear, 1 through to 5, and on the side you have your angle adjustment for your blade, set from dead straight, which is what it's on now, all the way up to an angle of 3. Couldn't tell you what the degrees were off the top of my head, I'd have to look those up. It comes with this lovely plastic base which unclips to reveal a metal one. Now the reason for the plastic one is for protecting materials such as polished worktops, for example, if you're fitting a kitchen, or anything else that's decorative or can scratch very easily if a metal base has run across it. But you do have to remember to take it off if you wish to change the angle of the base. Changing the angle of this base is really simple as well. You have an Allen key which fits in the back, so you've always got it with the tool. You simply insert it in the base, give it a few turns, and you can just turn it and then lock it off. It's even got a guide to tell you what angle you're going to be using it at. So just put it back to 0 degrees again. And you can also actually just push it slightly further forward or backwards, depending on the job you're using it for. Now, like I said, this is the bare unit, so it doesn't come with a dust extractor or a battery, but there is a port on the back which you just plug your dust extractor into. But one of my favourite features with this is that, obviously I need the battery in to show you this, as soon as you turn it on, the light comes on. So you can see exactly your marking point on your material straight away. You don't have to pull the trigger and watch the blade doesn't hit the material to make sure that you're lined up in the correct place first. Let's remove that again for a second. So what else does this do? Well, you can get other attachments. Other attachments include a piece which fits inside there, which is supposed to be an anti-splinter device. You can get a dust guard that clips onto the metal face right across the front here. And what you can also get are guide rails, pretty standard with any machine of this type, and they just slide into the grooves that are on the front of the plate, and I assumed that screws would come in with it, so you just screw them down tight. And you can get guides that will allow you to just run straight along the edge of the timber. You can get separate guides that you can use on a track saw rail. And there is a guide, which I'm hoping to show you later when I get my hands on it, which will help you cut the perfect circles. Other features with this jigsaw is that it has a brushless motor like most of Makita's tools these days. That means better torque and better energy use from the batteries. This tool also has a soft start feature. And by soft start, I mean when it's turned on, obviously with the blade in place, when you're about to use it, doesn't matter how quickly you yank on the trigger, it won't go to full speed immediately. And for those that don't like that feature, Makita have set it up in a way so you can turn it off. I hope you found this introduction informative, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. And more importantly, if you're working on a project and you're using this tool or any other jigsaws, for example, I'd love to hear from you and I'd love to know what you're doing. So until next time, thank you for watching.